Yeah, we're in pretty much the dead center of the season right now. So training's still pretty heavy, and the academics are starting to creep up. So we're seeing a little bit of fatigue showing a little bit, but also we're in a good spot, a really good spot on both sides. So this weekend is going to be a big test, specifically for the women that we're bringing down to see if they're back to top 3, top 2 team in the region, which I think we are right now. We just got to do it on race day. And then on the men's side, we're trying to fill the gaps of positions 6 to 10, 6 to 12 for the GLIAC championships. So we're actually going to sit out our top 5 guys this week because they're in a really good spot. So they're just going to focus on championship season and keep getting good training in and focus on their classes right now. When we started at the beginning of the year, it was rocky, but I look back at our notes from a year ago and it was the same thing. So I think we just got caught up in the result of the end of last year rather than the process at the beginning. So we learned from it a lot. Like we had a lot of discussions and things to move forward, specifically on the women's side there. And then the men have just stayed where they've been as far as the culture and the dynamic they have. When we were at the GLIAC meet 2 weeks ago, I had coaches come up to me and compliment me on how our men interacted with each other and the camaraderie they showed outside of the race and during warm-ups and stuff. So that's the best thing I can get as a compliment as a coach is, hey, your team looks like they really enjoy it. So we're really coming along well, and I'm actually excited now. I'm less anxious and less scared. I'm really excited to see these kids race. I think we only had maybe 3 people not set personal records on both sides, so that's really good. All you can do is improve upon what you've already done. So obviously the team standings, we wanted to be a little higher, but knowing that we sat out 12 men or 11 men, we kind of understood that maybe we'd be in the middle pack there, but we had a lot of kids have mental breakthroughs, and we saw that light bulb go off of, holy cow, the training's paying off. I'm really doing it now. So we had some red shirts down there that race that did really, really well and had huge breakthroughs for them. So I think that younger crew and that more inexperienced crew is getting that experience that we wanted them to get, and it's going to help them move forward and carry the torch once these seniors graduate this year. The women, no. I think we're definitely in a good spot because they're doing it together. I think we got Emily Bird on the upswing now. She's had some really good practice sessions moving forward, and then that rest of the women, it's just they're trading off, in practice, who's going to step up. So that's what I'm really excited for this weekend is who's going to embrace the pressure, high-pressure situations. And on the men's side, I don't know. We have those 5 guys that we're still really confident in, and they are a little bit better than the rest on the team. But 6 through 10, 6 through 12, those guys are pushing each other, and we're going to get the best crew that we can. So I just have no clue who it's going to be yet. I think we're where we wanted to be at this time of year. So the previous couple weeks I've been like, well, we got it. We're still not where we want to be, still not where we want to be. I think we're right where we want to be now because now the focus is just on those race opportunities, just on those testing opportunities. We're relatively healthy. We did have a little sickness go through in the last 2 weeks or so, but no injuries for any of the main crews. And I think really it's just being able to manage the nuances of daily living with classes and stress and training and travel. So if we can put them in the right situations as far as getting to the meets on time and getting good food and good sleep the night before, I think we're going to be in a good spot come race day. This is huge. You could argue this may be more competitive than any meet, including the national meet, because this is all the teams that are trying to get at-large bids for nationals. So we're taking a gamble on the men's side by sitting out those 5 guys because we're definitely going to take a hit in the results. But with the qualifying, the new qualifying procedures, it won't be like an A squad in the rule book. So we are banking on those 5 guys coming in and being a top 3 team at the regional meet. But this is going to be there's no shortage of competition at all. I think there's over 30 teams on each side there. It's an wide open course, pretty flat, so it's going to be fast. The biggest thing that we're looking for our kids to do is not be overwhelmed by the level of competition and definitely the chaos that's going to unfold once you get 300 plus runners out on a course trying to do the same thing and get in the same spot. So it's supposed to be cold down there. It's supposed to be like a high of 49. So for us, that'll be normal. For the California schools and maybe some of the South schools, it might be cold. But they've also gotten a lot of rain down there too, so it's pretty much tech weather. So everything that we go into moving forward now, weather-wise, we're just like, we've had this before. So we're pretty excited.